The winner of the 2018 Telstra Australian Capital Territory Medium and Making Waves category is Penten.
That's pretty amazing, isn't it? Thank you everyone. Some Canberra families came together to form Penten with a fairly simple vision. We wanted to solve some of the hardest cybersecurity problems that were faced by Australia and our allies. And we decided to do this by creating new technologies that hadn't been created anywhere else in the world. We came together to make new things and to solve new challenges. And today the team at Penten is 45 strong. In fact, on current plans, we'll be about 60 people by the end of the year. And have created some award-winning technologies to protect Australia's most classified information from its most advanced cyber adversaries. The last year has been our hardest and most transformative. We've doubled in size, but we've also moved from being an organisation very focused on research and development to actually implementation of our technologies with our customers. And there's something particularly satisfying about seeing your creations actually being used and making a difference. We're also very proud of the fact that we've now been able to sell our technologies into the UK government, the Canadian government, and I'm hoping by the end of this year into the New Zealand government as well. And all of that out of here in Canberra, down on Northbourne Avenue. We'd like to thank the other finalists. Chris and I got to meet most of you last night. And to be frank, we're pretty humbled and surprised to be up here. We'd like to thank Telstra for putting on this event, but also to give us a platform to tell our story of world-leading cyber technology created here in Canberra. And finally, I'd like to thank the 45 families that have entrusted me to be able to work with some of the smartest and most talented people that I've ever worked with on things that are truly important. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
The 2018 Telstra Australian Capital Territory Business of the Year is Penten.
Yesterday, Duncan gave us 3 pieces of advice. He said, don't read your speech. So far I've read the speech. He said, write a second speech. I didn't do that. He also said, don't just thank people, tell your story. So first of all, I'd like to thank the team. I said earlier, some of the most amazing and talented people, that I've ever worked with. There is a very small, representation of that team up here tonight, but what you're looking at is some of the best technical experts in their field in the world, and I am absolutely blessed to be able to work with all of you. There are a couple of other people we'd like to thank who have really helped us along our journey. In recent times, we have had a great deal of assistance out of the Australian Cybersecurity Growth Network. I cannot express to you the gratitude I have for that organisation and the work that it's done to support us. and create opportunities for us and actually make us believe that what we can do on a global scale and not just trying to solve problems in Canberra. I'd like to thank the ACT government as well. There is no doubt that part of the assistance that has got us to this place is actually not just the support, but the preconditions for success that the ACT government have created in this town of innovation. The Canberra Innovation Network is something that I just genuinely couldn't believe existed, and the support that the government has given us as startups, and now maybe medium businesses, is absolutely quite amazing. I talked about the team, and earlier I talked about families. Penten, has essentially been started by 11 Canberra families, and we really have tried to continue to feel like a family. When the Projects Assured guys talked about their great moment as being the Christmas party with 50 kids, running around. To be frank, our Christmas party was very, very similar to that. And it is just so great to be able to work with people that that you trust. A couple of people here have worked together for 30 odd years. I'm an interloper. I've only been with the group for about 16 or 17 years. But this team has genuinely produced, some amazing capability. And just so I can explain a little bit of what we do, one of the things that we've been told in the national security sense is you can't use mobile phones and you can't use laptops. And this team said, no, that's not true, and have proved over the last 3 years that is not just possible, but in fact is one of the key enablers of change within the national security space, not just in Australia, not just within the Five Eyes, but globally. And and I would love to again, thank the team for that, and thank you everybody. Thank you.